And joining us now is Mr. S. Gurumurthy, editor of Tughlaq. Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to us. Today, Mohan Bhagwat ji said that intervention is not needed because the awakening of Hindus is enough to bring desired result. How does one interpret this in context of the Tirupparankundram controversy?
See, in Tirupparankundram, the issue is a very simple issue. It is not a Hindu-Muslim issue so far as the lighting of the Deepam is concerned. Because the Muslims themselves have said that you can light the lamp. So it is a matter which the DMK government has politicized, and therefore the BJP has taken up the matter. The real issue between the Hindus and Muslims was not about the location of the dargah on the temple, on the mountain. But the Hindus have no objection to the dargah being there. So fundamentally there is no difference between Hindus and Muslims on that point. The one difference is that in the dargah there should be no animal sacrifice because the mountain is a holy mountain. That is the dispute, and that was the dispute between Hindus and Muslims, and the matter went to the court. At the division bench level of the Madras High Court, it has been decided that because the mountain is holy for the Hindus for the last 2000 years, animal sacrifice is not appropriate. So that matter is subject to judicial proceedings and it may go to Supreme Court. But both sides are amenable to a judicial determination. So there is no question of this matter escalating, it is purely political. What Mohan Bhagwat meant is only this: it's a local issue and the Hindus will fight it out. And there is no scope for escalation. If it escalates, let us see. It is a very responsible statement. He never said, come on, we will take it up and we will do this. I mean, it's a very responsible statement he has made, taking the ground level situation into account.
But does it also signify some kind of counter mobilization? Because we're seeing a lot of mobilization being done by parties like the VCK, by the MDMK, even by some members of the DMK. A Padyatra is being planned. Some advocates I saw the other day on the 8th had protested against Justice Swaminathan himself. So when the RSS chief says that Hindu awakening is going to counter this or solve the issue, is there a sense that there is going to be a counter mobilization?
See, there is no need for mobilization in this. The escalation is being done by the DMK because of the upcoming elections. Because, you see, colonially, there has been an anti-national stream in Tamil Nadu, the Dravidian stream. Unfortunately, the Muslim and to some extent the Christian extremists got associated with the Dravidian movement. And that became a vote bank for the DMK. And the DMK wants to sustain this vote bank, particularly because it feels that with Vijay, a Christian, coming into the electoral scene, it may lose these votes. Otherwise, there is no need for this dispute when Muslims and the Hindus have agreed that the Hindus can light the Deepam. Where is the issue? And the issue has been escalated by making it an all India issue, by targeting the judge who gave the judgment, and he has not given a wrong judgment. He has given the right judgment, even assuming that he has his personal opinion and a very staunch Hindu, that the judgment he has given is not as a Hindu, he has given it as a judicial person, and that judgment is open to appeal in the division bench and in the Supreme Court. And so to have taken up this matter to the extent of creating a controversy, confrontation with the judiciary is only with this vote bank politics in mind. Who is escalating it? Who is mobilizing? And if there is mobilization, and there will be counter mobilization. The BJP is not going to keep quiet.
You say that he has given an impartial judgment, but his background is being held against him. The fact that he's associated with the Hindu Munani. Earlier, there have been advocates who have accused him of misconduct and caste bias. So it's being alleged that essentially, and I'm just quoting what I see on social media, a lot of slurs about Sanghi ideology. Even when Mohan Bhagwat ji spoke today, it was said that, this is this Sanghi agenda which is being pushed now via Justice Swaminathan into a secular state like Tamil Nadu. Is the background of the judge itself problematic here?
You see, the background of any judge can be questioned. For example, a DMK district secretary had become the judge of the Madras High Court, and he even became the judge of the Supreme Court. That somebody has a particular affiliation, whether with a political party or with an ideology, doesn't disqualify him as a judge. If that is the case, many judges will have to be disqualified because of their political affiliations. But whether he has given this judgment contrary to facts, contrary to law, is the issue. He has not decided it contrary to law or contrary to facts. He has decided it in accordance with law. You can never say that Swaminathan is a partial judge or a Hindu judge because he has given the most anti-Hindu judgment in a particular case where a book was written by a leftist and a Dravidian thinker trashing women who pray for children in a temple, saying that in that night all these women sleep with local riffraffs and get impregnated, and that book would never have been approved by any judicial mind, even a fair judicial mind. Swaminathan approved it and said that he has the right to write that book. I have criticized that judgment. How do you say Swaminathan is a Hindutva thinker? It's completely wrong.
It's quite ironic that, you mentioned how some anti-Hindu judgments have been given by Justice Swaminathan, and here you have the BJP actually defending him and saying that he should not be bullied or impeachment should be used as... And yet, because judicial independence should not be subjected to this kind of intimidation. But I also want to ask you about the whole idea. How is it? And you have asserted again and again, Mr. Gurumurthy, that this is never a communal issue. Yet, even today, when the RSS chief has spoken, all the reactions that I saw were again on the same lines. That this is an attempt to demolish the dargah, that you are trying to create a Babri Masjid moment. Even some people saying that the Deepatoon itself is only a surveyor's stone. It's nothing more than that.
You see, first I will deal with the Deepatoon. Tamil Nadu government itself has published a book in 1981, Archaeology Department, which says two things. That Tirupparankundram temple has a 2000 year history and it figures in the Sangam literature, which is about 2nd to 3rd century AD. So, the antiquity of the temple, antiquity of the mountain is established. Second, Tirumala Nayaka in 1600 thereabouts established this Deepatoon, and there is an inscription in that Deepatoon. According to the Tamil Nadu government book itself, dated 1981, which says only those who have done punyam will be able to light the lamp here. It is there, and there is a Hanuman carving there. Important thing is that book itself mentions that the local people used to light the lamp on Kartikeya Deepam day. This is according to the Tamil Nadu government archaeological department published book itself.
Which now the government doesn't accept. Because again, the whole narrative is that either you are going to communalize it or
No,
you
doesn't
can look
accept
for
that. The
development
government
in
doesn't
Tamil Nadu.
even know about it. The government doesn't even know about it. That is why they have
So
sent
why is this
another set of people to look at that Deepam.
Why do you think, sir, that this communal narrative is being inserted again and again? Because the one word I hear repeated over and over and over and over
That
is Babri. You are doing a Babri in Madurai.
You see, if the RSS or the BJP or any Hindu Munnani, they say that this dargah should be removed, then they can say that this is the agenda. They are not saying that. You are saying it. You are actually trying to say that this is what they want to do. They have not said that. In fact, they have only objected to animal sacrifice, which is the only dispute. There is no other dispute with the Muslims, and that is subject to judicial determination. This entire narrative they are creating and using social media and this impeachment motion is to create a pro minority atmosphere because of the elections which is coming, and they are trying to divide the minorities and the Hindus, and it is not going to do good to Tamil Nadu or to them, because in Tamil Nadu religious feeling is rising and they should not be doing this. They cannot throw a lighted match to a train of gunpowder.
What do you mean, sir, when you say that religious feeling is rising in Tamil Nadu? In what way?
You see, from 1970s, the attendance in temples used to be few hundreds. Today it is few lakhs. And there is a huge amount of awakening among the people around the temples, and this cuts across all parties. DMK ministers, DMK leaders, Stalin's wife, they are all going around in temples and praying. Tamil Nadu has changed. And if you want to hit the feelings of temple goers and the bhakti feelings they have, this is likely to turn into a tornado. And Murugan is a very, very important deity. It is called Tamil Kadavul. He is a Tamil god. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? And for what? Just for few votes? Creating a dispute which doesn't exist? Making Muslims, poor Muslims, a party to the case where they are not. You are creating a perception it is a Hindu versus Muslim. Show me one Muslim leader in Tamil Nadu who has made a statement that Deepam should not be lit. One Muslim leader.
You know, when you talk about this religious feeling rising, the counter to that can be that these same people who are thronging to temples are also giving a clear majority and giving truckloads of votes to the DMK. That's what they argue, that we are actually very different from the rest of the country, because even the Hindus here are secular Hindus, they are Dravidian Hindus, they vote for us.
See, unfortunately, the word secular is being very, very trivially used. They are divided on caste basis. It is the caste leadership which decides the votes. This happened in the north also. Till the Ram Janmabhoomi movement united the Hindus, people were voting on caste basis completely. And now, there is a higher idea of Hindu unity. And in Tamil Nadu, there was no sense of Hindu at all, and that has come now. But you are now turning it into what is a cultural and religious Hindu feeling. DMK is afraid of it because DMK is afraid of Hindu religion itself. They oppose Hindu religion itself. And by opposing Hindu religion like this, they are creating a political Hindu atmosphere in Tamil Nadu. They are doing it.
So the manner in which you said that across castes Hindus were united by the Ram Janmabhoomi movement, do you think that same could happen in Tamil Nadu thanks to what is happening in Tirupparankundram?
It is actually happening. Otherwise, the BJP will not be getting last election. They got 18% votes. How did they get it? It is because slowly people are realizing even the castes are, because I very closely work with many caste organizations. They feel that their caste name is being misused and caste vote banks are now beginning to melt. It's a fact. It will take time. But they are fast forwarding it now. The DMK, I don't know, it is so ill advised that if they are doing it in the name of some Ram, I can understand. Tamil Nadu, many people feel it's not so close as Murugan is. Murugan is close to the heart of the Tamils. And why are they doing it when there is no dispute at all? I think it's not only ill advised, it's foolish of them to do it, especially when they are ruling. I can understand if they are not ruling also. They want to create complications for the government which has a different view. They are ruling. They are supposed to ensure that there is law and order, that there is no division between communities, and their idea must be how to run the state. But they don't seem to have that good intention at all, or even a practical idea at all.
Okay, well, whatever their politics is, whatever their intentions is, the DMK knows best. But what cannot be disputed is that at no point should impeachment be used as a weapon of intimidation against a judge simply because you don't agree with what is happening, the matter still being sub judice. For sharing your wisdom on this, Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you very much for speaking to us.